Hi, everyone, and welcome to episode 15 of the Get Hitched live wedding chat show. Today, we're going to have a special guest with us. Her name is Sandra De Gaetano. She's a makeup artist based in Malta. First off, before I actually bring her into the show, again, I've already said this on one of our Evently shows. But basically, I'd like to say a big thank you to everyone that has been watching the shows and everyone that has been using our different platforms. As a lot of people know, we started back in 2017 with Get Hitched, where now we've helped over 3,000 couples plan or find and book different suppliers when they're coming to plan their weddings in Malta and Gozo. In mid 2019, we launched Evently for all your corporate and personal events. It works exact same thing as Get Hitched. Just, you can plan your staff parties, team building activities, hen parties, bachelor events, anything you need. And within just the first 6 months that we launched, we had over 250 companies that used our Evently platform. Now, very recently, as of last week, we launched our third platform with the target to actually help all the restaurants and everyone in the catering community. And we have close to 200 restaurants. It's called Bookia.mt. So you can basically easily find and book a restaurant of your preference, based if you're looking for something with a particular seafood or maybe the best steakhouse in Malta, pet-friendly restaurants. They're all there. We've taken very, very carefully selected every different restaurant so that we can give you guys the best options available. We are still adding more restaurants. In fact, as of Friday of last week, we just started with adding even restaurants based in Gozo. And I do want to mention for everyone that if you have submitted or used Get Hitched or Evently, in your email, you will find a particular prize that you'll be able to win if you use Bookia. Just for me to spell it out for you, it's BOOKIA.MT. Now, if you have not used Get Hitched or Evently, you can go to our Facebook page for Bookia, and we are giving 2 lucky winners €50 to spend on a restaurant of their choice using Bookia. And we're going to be announcing them in the last week of July, all right? If you have any feedback or anything for us on any of the 3 platforms, as always, we do love hearing everybody's feedback, comments, and we continue building and improving on everything. Now, I would like to invite Sandra in. However, I think we're having a bit of a technical issue. So let me just see if she's okay. She's here. Feedback, comment. Hi, Sandra.
Hi. Hello. Hi.
Hi. All right. How are you?
Okay, very well. Thank you.
Cool. I'm good. Thank you. Sorry, I lost you there for a second.
No, don't worry. Not a problem at all.
Thank you. So first off, thank you very much for being on the show with us today.
Yeah.
We have an exciting list of agenda. I know a lot of people usually have a lot of different questions with regards to makeup, skincare, and even just coming up for their big special day. First off, maybe you want to introduce yourself for our viewers so they know who Sandra is, your background, and everything.
Okay, so my name is Sandra De Gaetano. I've been doing makeup for now almost 8 years. Makeup was always my passion. I grew up, in theatre. I was a ballet dancer, so it was only natural for me to actually fall into the field of arts. For me, makeup is not just makeup. For me, it's a way of expressing myself. So when I get a client, I don't treat a client just as a number. For me, every client is special. You're all special to me, and I would love to make your day extra, extra, extra special.
Amazing. And you've done a lot of training. Do you want to maybe explain a bit for our viewers all the different things that you've put yourself through, basically, to get the experience that you have today?
Yes. No, basically, I started training. I did a course in London with Carla Powell, who's she's quite well known. And I did a masterclass with her where I trained on the creative sector of art, because I'm always quite creative. I think creativity in makeup is very important. Then I did a course with Alessandra Ambrosia, who is an Italian makeup artist. And I continued specializing in bridal, because basically in Malta, as you know, bridal is the main, everybody in Malta, weddings are a very big thing. And for me, obviously, my main focus was weddings. Besides that, obviously, I had done extra training with LVL lashes. I do lashes as well, because many times brides opt for fake lashes, but I believe that if you use the LVL, which is a lift volume length, it lengthens, strengthens, and volumizes your lashes, and without using the glue and the fake lashes. In other words, you're using your natural lashes, and your makeup looks, obviously, my motto is less is more. I believe in the natural look. I think every woman is got their own beauty, and when I have a client, I always try to bring that inner beauty into their own world of what they wish for their wedding.
Amazing. All right. Thank you very much for that, Sandra. I am going to put on, we have a comment here from Ben Vincenti. Hi, ladies. Hello, ladies.
Yeah.
So, hi, Ben. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And since you're mentioning all the different training and these different courses and everything that you've gone through, I also know that you have started doing your own online makeup courses,
Yes,
right?
yes, absolutely. I offer online makeup courses. I have students that I offer online makeup courses. I have also other students that obviously attend face-to-face makeup lessons of all kinds of ages. I have students even from 12 years old. I have my niece, two nieces of mine who are like obsessed with makeup, and they come to me and they're like, listen, I really want to learn how to do my eyeliner, my blusher. They just love it. So I always, at all ages, I have old people, okay, we'll say, but mature clients,
Yes.
every age.
Oh, yeah, it's okay. And is it just people that are learning to start offering makeup services, or is it even people that really just want to get more comfortable with doing their own makeup?
No, it's basically with all types of people who wish just to learn. For example, I had clients who wish to learn makeup for basically who want just to learn how to do the liquid eyeliner.
That's the
People who
biggest
want to,
struggle we have. Get that
yes,
line straight.
yes, this is it, exactly. So, I have clients, they tell me, Sand, I've been trying to get that line perfect and I can't seem to get it.
I've given up.
No, but obviously there are a lot of different tricks. There are a lot of different techniques. There are ways even you can actually, if you start, there are different little secrets. And obviously when they come for lessons, I give them tips and little secrets on how to achieve that perfect line that everybody dreams about.
Amazing, amazing. And how does one come to submitting? I mean, what's the process of a person setting up to be able to have one of these courses?
No, basically, we have different I offer different packages. You have a beginner, you have intermediate and advanced. I have different levels, as in I wouldn't say intermediate because it's either beginner or advanced, but sometimes I have students that would like to attend different levels of makeup. For example, some just want to learn how to apply basic foundation. So
Okay.
they don't know, and they just want to learn how to apply liquid eyeliner. So I work according to the client. I'm very flexible. I also see, obviously, now at the present moment with COVID-19, it's a difficult time. So I offer a certain package, like a budget package, see what they're looking for. I try as possible understand the client and see what they need and try and cater for what they need. I do have a special, courses. I give certificates too. I give normal certificates because obviously I offer different courses. So it depends what the client is looking for.
Amazing, amazing. So I guess best way if somebody's looking to get more information about it, they can contact you to your Facebook
Yes,
page, onto your website.
absolutely,
Amazing.
absolutely.
So they can get that tailor-made right course for them based on what they're looking for.
Yes,
All right.
yes.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
We have another comment here from Zara Low. However, it's too long to fit on the screen, so I'm going to read it
Okay.
out for you.
Yes.
I was planning on having my individual lashes on before flying to Malta for my wedding. I am from the UK. Would you not recommend getting lashes done prior? That's my worry, as I do not want to do level as my lashes are too short and I don't want to use strip lashes. Thanks.
Okay, so basically she's like in a dilemma whether she should use the individual lashes, right? Am I correct? Or she should use the LVL. She doesn't want to use them because her lashes are too short. Is that correct? Or
Yes,
she's saying that-
exactly.
Okay, so in my opinion, ideally I have accents. They're called accents. They're lashes that are half, like half kind of, and they start from the side and they give a lift to the eye. So obviously, I would obviously need to see your eyes, but from the picture, I can see that you have very nice big eyes. So I think, in your sense, just having accent lashes they're very long lasting. I do them on brides all the time, and they look amazing.
And would you recommend that she does the lashes before she comes to Malta or when she comes to Malta?
Ideally, she should do them. Actually, should do them when she's in Malta. She should do them when she's in Malta before her wedding. She should
Okay.
come, and I should try. I would give them to her, and she should try to basically try them out with. I'll try them out on her, and then she'll see if she feels comfortable.
Very good, very good. Zara Lo, she also has mentioned another comment now. Yes, correct. So yes, we did understand her correctly. I would recommend, Zara, that you contact privately Sandra so that you can do at
Yeah,
least an online video call so you can
absolutely.
explain a bit more, see exactly what her best options are so that you can have the perfect finish, Zara, for your wedding day. And good luck
Hmm.
for your wedding in Malta.
Hmm.
All right, so we've covered all right the online courses and a bit of your background and everything. Now
Yeah.
let's get straight into weddings.
Yes,
We
absolutely.
know the hardest thing I think is trying to pick the right makeup artist. Like, how do you go about picking the right person? Is it based on the style?
Well, I think from my background, I'm not just a makeup artist. I also I've studied psychology, and I did also workshops in psychotherapy. And the fact that I have a psychology background maybe distinguishes me from someone who is just a makeup artist, because I believe that having a background in psychology will help me understand the client at a deeper level. I've had clients who actually burst out crying in front of me, who actually weren't really sure whether they even should get married. So I've had
Okay.
all kinds of stories. I'm telling you the stories because this is how, in weddings, you're dealing with different clients with different backgrounds. So I've actually managed to help clients too, while actually doing their makeup and helping them out with their own personal issues. So it's quite that's what I think, why I think I'm distinguish myself from other makeup artists. And also I also believe, do not makeup artists are not magicians. We are not magicians. We are people that we will understand you, but you need to do your research. As people, you need to actually do your research, do what do your homework well, look at magazines, see what looks, what you like, what you don't. Because many brides come to me and they're like, I don't know I don't know if I like this, I don't know if I like that. And then they try 10 makeup artists, but by the end of trying 5, 6, the same issue is going to keep going on, the same one. Because if you haven't actually done your research well, you're not going to know what you want.
Okay. All right. Okay. Do you have any specific tips on what people should look out for when they're trying to pick the right makeup artist?
Yes, I definitely think they should have a website. I believe that a website, and it's important that when you look at a makeup artist, that they're also certified and they have experience. Okay, it's not only experience. I think it's also a level of understanding, and not just. I mean, many clients, my motto is quality, not quantity. So I've had, for example, opportunities of having to deal with 20. For example, I'd have a bride, and she'd have around, she'd come from England, and she'd have around 15 people, and she'd want me to do all her family. But obviously, I would not be able to do all her family. I'd have to bring an assistant and other people. But the quality of work will not remain the same. So you need to understand that it's quality, not quantity.
Okay, all right. And let's say, I think perhaps the tendency is to have 4, 6 bridesmaids in the team, so you're looking at 8 people on average.
Yes, four to six on average. But if it goes up to 6 people, I usually get an assistant, or I obviously would get an assistant who'd be trained, and obviously I would secure them that this person who's coming to work with me would actually be qualified and obviously trained properly.
Very good, very good. And if you don't mind me asking, like, let's say the bride needs to be ready at noon, or let's say 4 p.m. Let's go on an average, a normal. How long before do you recommend that you're starting, so that like time frame, so maybe people can understand, if you're starting your wedding at 4, you can't have the makeup artist coming in at 2:30, basically. No?
Yes, of course. I would obviously recommend that I would find out the time that they need to be ready, and I calculate, for example, on a bride, I spend usually an hour. On the mother of the bride, I spend like 35 to 40 minutes. But then it depends on the client. I have had clients who have really bad skin, or I wouldn't say, but they have problematic skin. So in that case, I would need to spend much longer time on them than other people who don't.
Okay. All right. Very good. Thank you for answering my questions. Sorry, they were in the agenda.
No
they keep coming up. If there's
Sorry, not bad. And I want to correct myself. It came out wrong. What I mean is that clients who have difficult skin. Sorry, that was the correction. Sorry.
Don't worry. I'm sure everyone is going to understand. I mean, at the end of the day, there's all different types of skin types. And I mean, for example, I can say in my case, when I got the chicken pox, I now have bumps in my skin, which are something, that
yes, even I was like, don't worry, you're human. Hazin, it came out wrong. What I meant to say is problematic, difficult skin, not bad. I mean, there is, every person has different types of skin. So, in that sense.
How sweet you are. Don't worry. Mela, before going into the next question on the agenda, I'm going to put up Zara's comment here that said, thank you, I'm coming to visit in November, so I'll contact you. Wedding is in April 2021.
Okay, great.
And she has another question for you here.
Yes.
Would you get hair or makeup done first?
Ideally, first get your hair and then get your makeup done first. In my honest opinion, it's important to get the hair because of the heat. When they blow dry their hair, the humidity would ruin the makeup. So ideally, you start with the actual hair and then you do the makeup.
But how now do you sort this out? Does the bride normally book both the hair and the bride and the makeup at the same time, and then you guys work together and decide, listen, let me start makeup, and you start working side by side? Or would the bride have already sorted the hair styling and everything before you even came to start your service?
Yes, exactly. I would obviously suggest that I do only makeup. I specialize in makeup. Then there are hairdressers who do hair and makeup. In my honest opinion, I always believe that I'd rather get two separate people who specialize in two different things. So you know that you're going to get the best of both worlds kind of thing. So in that sense, I would definitely suggest that you would contact the hairdresser, book a trial with hair, and then come for the makeup session with your trial of your hair. So then you try the makeup with hair, so you'll be able to see exactly whether you like the makeup and hair together, or maybe you want to change something. I would definitely come for the trial with your with the hair done, so you would be able to see the hair and makeup together.
This is a very good point. I've never thought of that, and you're the first person that has mentioned this.
And ideally, when you come to your trial the day before, I even suggest to my clients to come to scrub their face, because exfoliating your skin removes the dead cells, the dead skin. So you will not have that problem of the makeup basically coming off. But then obviously, that's why I always say, come for a consultation, very important, then come for a trial, or come for a consultation and a trial. So I'll be able to exactly see your skin and see what products would be best suitable for your skin.
If you don't mind me asking, have you seen people asking more perhaps to meet with you online at the moment, virtually, to at least go through your consultations and get going with all the different brides that you would have booked? Or
yes,
is it still
at the present moment, I'm having clients who are offering to do it online. They are offering it to do it online. And I have clients online and also in person. But obviously, if I do, at the present moment, if anyone has an event and has a wedding and wants me to go to their house, I will need to make sure that I will attend to the wedding. The house will be open doors, open in the sense, no closed areas, masks, and we obviously follow the COVID procedure, because obviously, I mean, even though everybody is getting on with their life, we still need to take certain caution.
Caution, exactly. All right, cool. I want to ask you another question.
Yes,
Sorry.
go ahead. Boom,
Is
boom,
it
boom, fire.
is it harder to get everything done when you're doing a consultation online? Is it
Yes.
easier? Because yes, okay, you might be saving on drive time, but I mean, are you able to do exactly what you want to do in a consultation?
Ideally, my honest opinion is if you do it online, you're not going to see the skin. So if you do it in face to face, you'd obviously be able to see the skin properly, and you'd be able to see the person. I mean, face to face is much better, obviously, because you'd be able to see the person face to face, and you'd be able to see what they definitely need. Because sometimes what you need is not what you generally like want. You know, a need and want are two separate things.
Okay. All right, very good. Mela, let's go to the next topic on the agenda. Thank you very much for answering all
No
my questions.
problem, don't worry.
I'm like I have to start from zero. I have no idea on these things.
Yeah,
As people have heard before, I'm not exactly the best person in makeup. It's
no
just
worry.
foundation, eyeliner, and let's get not even eyeliner, sorry, mascara, and we get going. Mela,
Yes.
the makeup trial. I know
Mm-hmm.
a lot of makeup artists ask to
Mm-hmm.
have this makeup trial booked, but
Yes.
I want maybe if you could clarify for our viewers today, like how
Mm-hmm.
important it is, why
Yes,
do they
it's
actually
very
do it?
important. No, it is very, very important. In my honest opinion, having a makeup trial, I've had clients who tell me, I've seen your work, I trust you with my eyes closed, or short on your sister. I keep persisting. It's very important that you come for a trial, because a trial, at least you'll be able to know what you want and what you don't want. Not only, it's not just the trial, it's also what you do before the trial. And I tell my clients to do, it's important that you take care of your skin, because every client has a different skin. So many clients come with a photo, and the photo would be completely airbrushed and edited, and they want to
Okay,
look exactly like this photo. And you tell them, listen, reality is not like the photos.
like a front cover
Reality,
of Vogue.
cover of Vogue, exactly. So they're like this, I mean, okay, we all want to look like
We all have our dreams.
yes, we all have our dreams, but reality is, the fact is that every person is different, and we all have different skin type. So coming for a trial, you'll be able to understand exactly what skin they have, so you will know what products you will need to use according to the skin.
Tayyip. How long before do you look to having the makeup trial booked? Like a month before, 6 months before? Do you
Usually
base it on season maybe? Like if it's a summer wedding, then ideally you do it the summer before. I don't know.
I think ideally it depends on two factors. Or if you're going to be getting married, because I've had clients who actually, I've gone abroad and done weddings in the UK. I've done weddings in Ireland. So I've been abroad and I've done weddings abroad.
Okay.
So if they're going to do weddings abroad and they come down to Malta and they want to actually get me abroad, that's going to be a different story, because they'd have to come to Malta and do the trial here. But ideally, I always say, do a trial, come for a consultation. And a consultation to me is usually, it's free, a consultation. You just come and I just see your skin and see what you need. It only takes 5 minutes. I just have a little quick check for your skin, and then you come for a trial. And a trial usually is basically where we actually get down to the idea of, basically seeing what you need on the day of your wedding. But ideally, do come 6 months before the wedding. Don't
Okay.
book a trial way before. I don't recommend you book a trial way before, for the simple reason that if you book a trial extremely early, you are going to change your mind. And as women, I can guarantee you, me being a woman and being a very difficult woman, because I'm a perfectionist, you will change your mind. I mean, I've had brides who actually a day before their wedding, they sent me a photo saying, Sand, I'm sorry, I changed my mind. I want to have red lips and a winged eyeliner. So you have to be prepared for everything, absolutely everything.
All right, okay. If you don't mind me asking, your clientele, are they mostly, like when you're doing weddings in Malta, are they
Yes.
mostly the locals or do you get a lot of foreigners booking you?
I get a mixture, foreigners and locals. I don't think my style is for every type of client. I mean, I try and cater for all types of people. I don't stereotype anyone. I think every client I've had men, I've had women, I've had old, I've had children. I mean, every client is, I cater for all types of clients.
All right, okay. And this is actually a point you've brought to my mind. Like, okay, so the bride and her party, they come and you check everything, and the mother of the bride and maybe the
Yeah.
mother of the groom. What about the groom? Do they bring him for a consultation as well, maybe to get like some tips on skincare and I don't know, maybe they even do makeup for the day?
Yes, I think I always suggest, this is the type of person I am. I look at a client and I say, okay, listen, look, I suggest that if you want on the day to have your photos, everything to perfection, ideally you have the mother of the bride and the bride do a trial. The bridesmaids, they can come for a trial, but I also do trials. I recommend that ideally you do a trial for everyone, because I believe on the day you are going to be everybody's going to see you, so you want to make sure that that you're happy with your makeup.
Yes.
I think the biggest frustrating thing is, even if you're a bridesmaid, I know you're not the bride, but you also want to feel comfortable with your makeup. I don't see why a bridesmaid shouldn't have a makeup trial. I think she should.
Yes, yes. And even just for the bride, being more comfortable and
Yes.
knowing that everything is going to be fine on the
Yes,
day. Because let's
absolutely.
face it, I'm imagining, one, probably you don't even sleep the night before. If it was
Exactly.
me, I would probably not sleep the night before, and I'd
Mm-hmm.
probably be up at 6 a.m. thinking, okay, so
Mm-hmm.
Sandra's gonna come at this time, and at this time I'm going to be opening my water, and this time I'm going to be
Yeah.
having my coffee. Whoa.
Exactly. Yeah. It's a stressful time. And I do recommend that. I know this is not something people don't focus, but nutrition. I've had brides who actually fainted before the wedding day. I mean, I'm telling you straight and plain, stay hydrated, have a healthy diet, drink a lot of water, do exercise. The nutrition is something people don't even talk about on a wedding. They say, then they're focused on having their perfect wedding and everything. They completely forget the most important thing, like hydration. Water is so important for the skin, good nutrition, balanced diet, exercise. You're saying, how am I going to fit all these things in one thing? It's called having a balance. And I
Yes.
think the biggest challenge people have in society is, because the world is so fast and everybody is to try and find a balance. Finding a balance between doing everything, it's not easy. It's not easy.
Yes, but I mean, this is taking care of ourselves at the end of the day. So we do need to always keep it in
Yes,
check,
it's not easy.
taking care of ourselves, making sure we're having enough water and we're not over stressing. And in
Yes.
fact, this was the next point. Well, we have
Mhm.
the next 2 points. So the
Yes.
first point that we wanted to talk about is just feeling
Mhm.
confident and comfortable for the bride.
Absolutely. Yes,
Um,
absolutely. Mhm.
like what are different things, like, okay, so like the makeup artists, they can have their trials done. What are things that can make the bride feel more confident and comfortable for her
First,
wedding day?
first of all, I definitely think that confidence is makeup can make you feel confident, but confidence has to come from within. I mean, and I always tell my brides, the first person you should marry is not your partner, is yourself. Love yourself before you love anyone else. Second thing, confidence. It's all about being comfortable with your makeup. I'm saying makeup in the sense, there are clients who like a lot of makeup and there are clients who just want a little bit of makeup.
Yes.
So if they feel confident with a lot of makeup, I will make sure that I will do what they need. But if I believe that I think that makeup style will not suit them, as a makeup artist, I think it's my duty to actually tell you, listen, I believe that this type of makeup will not bring out the best in you. I would obviously suggest that I would give a bit more advice on giving, maybe they need more, maybe give them a bit more of tips and guidelines, how to
Yes.
feel more confident with their style of makeup.
Mshek, it all depends as well, like if you have larger eyes or smaller eyes. Like you don't want to then have a tear and you've smudged everything, for
Exactly.
example,
Absolutely.
which everyone's gonna cry on the day, let's face it.
No, the thing is, it's obvious. I mean, there are clients who have very oily skin. So if they have very oily skin, it would be most suggestible that they obviously use a mattifying gel and cleanser. So the oil of their skin will be absorbed, so they won't have oily skin. Ideally, if clients have very open pores, there are a lot of different areas of the skin that is different. Sometimes that's why I say, definitely coming for a trial, and as well regarding knowing what you want more of. For example, sometimes I have clients who tell me, listen, I want to have more definition on my cheeks. I want more like winged eyeliner, I want my lips to look a little bit bigger. So, these little small details, is very much what would make them feel comfortable. So they want, usually I have it's called a face map. This is how I work with my brides, and I think it's amazing. I have a face map, and I actually like draw their face on the map. I don't draw their face, it would be already drawn. A face would be already drawn. And I would write down their name, and I'd write down what lip liner I use, what lipstick I use, what blusher I use. Like that, I would be able to, first and foremost, they would be secure enough to know that on the day that when I come, I'm not just going to improvise and do something from my head, that it's going to be exactly what they have been told on the day of the trial.
Yes.
So, and as well, I also think, but by seeing, basically seeing the format of the face on a picture, seeing what you wish more of and what you wish less, you'd be able to guide you to know exactly what your perfect bridal makeup look will be.
Amazing. Okay, this is something new as well that I learned about this face mask thing. I am going to put up another comment we have here again from Zolo. Where are you based? If I book a trial with you, I'll be staying in St. Paul's Bay in November and also for the wedding in April.
Yes, so ideally book a trial if you come to Malta in November. Where are you from? Where is she from?
I don't know. Maybe she could comment for us. Where are you from, Zara? I don't know, but she's going to be based in St. Paul's Bay. She's probably going to let us know soon.
Yes. Yes. No, basically, yes. The thing is this. Oh wow, Northern Ireland, lovely, beautiful. Oh wow, beautiful. I've never been. I'd love to go. It's like high on my list because I love traveling. So, but it's a very beautiful place. Maybe, who knows? I'll come and visit you when I'm there. How sweet. No, basically, yes, Northern Ireland, if you're coming to Malta in November and then your wedding is in April, you would need to do a bit of homework, like normal homework, research, and see exactly what you wish, what you want. So do some, for example, research on what you want, what you're looking for. For example, you've had a trial before. Actually, you know what I say? I say, if you've had a trial with a makeup artist before, look at the photo and see if there's anything you wish to change. So on the day of the trial, you would have an idea, a good picture of what exactly you want.
Okay, all right, okay. I think it is really best, Zara, that you do speak with a private chat. Yes, come visit.
Yeah.
And she just posted another comment. Yes, come visit, and you can do my trial here.
I'd love to any day, my girl. Any day, my girl.
All right, amazing, guys. You need to speak privately, so you can get at least a video call on, so
Yes,
she can answer all her questions.
Whatever you need, I help you.
And maybe you are going to be traveling in the vicinity, and you get to meet much sooner than November.
It's true. Who knows? Maybe this whole thing of COVID will go, and
I know, and we could have like a bit of a well-deserved break and get back to normal.
Absolutely, definitely.
Mela, we've spoken about the importance of feeling confident. I don't know if there's anything else you want to add to that about being confident and comfortable.
I think if there are clients who have anxiety, I can tell you from myself, because I'm a person who's a bit of a perfectionist. I'm anxious. I understand. So I understand, because everybody goes through anxiety. Anxiety is something very normal, and it is
very
something
common.
It's very common. And sometimes when you're with anxiety, you think you're the only person. You think you're really the only person. And I completely understand. And a wedding is it's a big thing, and you want to make sure things go well. So I think, obviously, I'd want to meet the client, get to know her personally, have a bit of a chat with her, actually talk to her and get to know her, listen, what is the type of personality she has, if she's shy, if she's introverted, if she's a bit of an extrovert, if she's more, conservative, because we all have different personality. So I try to actually have a conversation and get to know the client on a personal level. I think it's very important, because like that the client will to feel and that's just being heard. Because sometimes I mean, from experience, from my past experience, because obviously I've been in the industry. Before I was a makeup artist, I used to model. So obviously,
wow, okay.
yes, a little bit, but a little bit anyway. But then I realized that I realized, listen, you know what? I don't want anyone. I know what looks good on me. So once you get used to what looks good on you, that you kind of just want to do your own thing. You don't have people touching you and doing your hair and everything. So, but my experience is that I personally think that it's important that if you're feeling a little bit anxious, it's important that I speak very slow to the client.
Okay.
I don't like rush in terms of talking, because that would cause them more anxiety. I would speak in a low tone, and I would be able to give them time to explain themselves,
Okay.
But obviously then there are some people who you do their makeup and they're still not sure. Maybe they're going through something personal. So sometimes, I don't know.
There's 100 different situations a
There's
person
so many
is going
different
through. Yes.
situations. It's not easy, because every client has got a different need. Every client is different.
Yes. And I mean, we know how. So this year, a lot of weddings got postponed. So
Yeah,
first, brides were anxious, their wedding's coming up and everything. And then all of a sudden, they've had to postpone their day. And I'm sure this puts a
a lot
level
of
of
stress.
anxiety. I mean, is
Absolutely.
my wedding date going to be moved again? What's going to happen? I can only imagine, because there's so much planning to it when you start looking at all the small details, and you have to meet all the different suppliers, and you're not just meeting one. You're not
Yeah.
meeting one makeup artist, one caterer. You're meeting at least two or three to get a bit of options and see which person you really
Mhm.
match with. Because
Yeah.
let's be honest, like the makeup artist, the photographer, the hairstylist,
Mhm.
they are some people that are going to be with them in the morning on the day. So you need to be really comfortable with these people. Like you click, there's
Yeah.
a bit of a connection, you've built that relationship.
Absolutely. I think the thing is, it's more the fact that financially, I think a lot of people from my clients would postponing their wedding. Obviously, some of them have to even change their supplies due to financial issues. Now,
Okay.
that is something I obviously understand, and I'm even helping clients out with this sort of situation. And I see clients that obviously would be, maybe they'd be struggling a little bit, and I would try and give them I won't, maybe they'll break, I'll give them a chance to obviously see their situation, and understand their situation as possible, and obviously make them feel obviously something like this is it's not an easy situation, but you try as possible to make them feel comfortable explaining themselves.
Of course. So you're seeing a lot of people as well anxious just because of the financial troubles that they've been
Yes,
through.
financial troubles, depression, anxiety. Not sure. Some clients called me and they canceled their wedding completely, absolutely canceled their wedding.
Okay.
So, because obviously they were getting married in England and they
Okay.
couldn't fly to Malta, and so therefore they had to cancel their wedding. And obviously because of the situation, they told me I can't travel to Malta for my wedding. So obviously this has been not only a strain on brides, it's also been a strain on the makeup artistry and the artistry, art in general industry. It's the whole industry is affected.
Yes, all the wedding suppliers have been affected because
Yeah,
just in the last 3 months, I've seen all the suppliers we work with. I mean,
yeah.
they've been postponing dates and working really, really hard to try
Mm-hmm.
and match and make sure that you're trying to
Mm-hmm.
keep
Yeah.
the couple happy and at
Mm-hmm.
the same time keep afloat as a company, because
Yeah.
that's something that a lot of people maybe don't look at.
Mm-hmm.
But the supplier, if say they had
Mm-hmm.
20 weddings booked in a month, that
Uh-huh.
was revenue being generated to actually cover costs,
Yes,
water,
absolutely.
electricity, rent, pay the bills, and so on and so forth.
Mhm.
And everything has been moved. So there's a level of stress that has been put everywhere.
Mhm.
But I think especially with makeup artists that you guys have, you're a hands-on service. So you guys
Absolutely.
were completely paused,
For
stopped.
sure. Definitely, definitely,
How has
definitely.
it been, Sandra? I mean, like, how did you manage to? I'm sorry if you don't want me
Um,
to ask you this
no,
question. It's
no, of
fine.
course. I actually really appreciate you asking me this question, because I think some people I have Instagram and I have social media, so I do a lot of advertising on my social media, and I think social media has had such a bad effect on the mental health in general with weddings, because people would be posting photos, for example, that they're getting on with their other, their wedding and everything, and then other people would be, for example, contemplating whether they even should get married. So I think we shouldn't compare ourselves to one another. I think
Yes.
comparing our situation to other people is a good idea. I think
Yes.
every situation is different. Comparing is not the way to go, and I think this is what causes anxiety. I think the anxiety is the comparing of seeing. I've had a friend of mine, she called me up, she told me I have all my friends getting married and now I'm not getting married, and and this all anxiety because the COVID affected the relationship. So
I've had a lot of people contact me actually, and not just the bride.
yes.
Like I've had people that I didn't even know were getting married, and
Uh-huh.
even the male, like the men, and they'd contact me like, "But do you think it's okay? Like we're postponing our wedding," and you can just. Like you're trying to calm them and make sure, like, this is your wedding day. So if you do it with 10 people there or 100 people there,
Absolutely.
this is your day, and you should not be stressed about it.
No, you shouldn't.
And I think something as well that has affected a lot of people is sometimes I see posts where, but should I do my wedding on this day? And then you see 200 different comments. I'm doing it. I'm not. I'm doing.
Absolutely.
And I mean, all those people that are going forward and pushing the anxiety aside and saying, Isma, let's just go for it and see what's going to happen.
Yes.
They're just being shot down. And then you're getting all these different questions. But 100 people said, Marily, they're postponing. Or it
Absolutely.
has a negative effect at the end of the day on the mind and even just on the everyday going on of people.
Yes, I think in these situations, I don't know, but this is why I think that with brides who are suffering, going through an anxious period, sometimes you might think that you're on your own, and it's important to look for the help that you need. So if you're going through a difficult time, whether it is depression, anxiety, or whatever, it's important that you go and you go and look for the help that you need.
Yes, speak
Although
to
you may
someone.
think your partner may be supporting you in your other way, you might need support from someone else, because every
Yes.
person gives support in a different way.
And
It doesn't
physically, not on Facebook, not on a
physically.
comment,
No,
physically, over
physically.
phone. Call
No,
your mom
no.
and burst out crying, or
Yes, exactly. Call your mom, call your best friend, burst out crying, say you're going through a difficult time. It's important that you do talk, and you speak about if you're feeling this difficult time. I think it's also important that in this time of weddings, you do tend to look at, if you're going through this this is like a kind of, if you're going through a difficult time and you've overcome it with your couple, this COVID time, I can assure you're going to overcome anything, because this has been like a third world war. That's what they said. It's like a virtual world war.
Yes. Super. All right. Thank you very much for all the
Yes.
comments. I'm sure there's a lot of value that we've been giving today
Yes.
to all the viewers on the show.
Yes.
The next point we wanted to talk about is the skincare. I know you wanted to emphasize a bit on this.
Yes, skincare. Skincare is very, very important, that you do not do a facial a day before the wedding. I don't suggest that you do a facial a day before a wedding. I think it's important that you actually, because if you do a facial before a wedding, what will happen is you're going to open the pores. And now other clients, I have other beauty therapists who say, no, if it's a light facial, it's not going to affect the makeup. It depends what type of facial. Like if you have a spot and you go and break it out, you go and remove it, the next day it's going to get even red. So you're going to have a lot of redness. So your skin is going to be still fresh. So I suggest you do a facial a week before.
Okay.
But it obviously depends on the skin type. As I said, every client is different. Skincare advice, again, if you're smoking, I know a lot of people do smoke, but I'm saying as possible, keep healthy, eat healthy, don't drink. Nutrition, these factors affect the skin. Like, obviously, some people say I can't help it. Sometimes I need a cigarette. But, the skin, actually, you can actually tell a smoker from a non-smoker. So obviously I have nothing against smoking, but sometimes brides come to me and they tell me, listen, I'm actually trying to stop smoking before I actually have my wedding. So my skin, because everything we put in our body comes out on our face. If you're if you suffer from anxiety, anything, it comes out on your face. So ideally, it's important to treat what you need, what you personally need. I mean, every person has a different need.
Yes, and I'm sure that when you were doing your consultation, then automatically you're starting the skincare routine with the brides to be, so that it's not something that just they do a week before, but maybe even the type of creams that they're using for their face.
Absolutely. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm telling you my advice because a lot of clients come to makeup and then they go for a trial. They don't like their makeup, and I tell them, listen, imagine you have a canvas and the canvas is not clean. It's dirty. So if you're gonna have your face before you actually do makeup, you need to have a clean canvas, and you need to have, obviously, you need to really take care of your skin. In other words, the creams that you use, the products you use. If you need to use a hydrating mask, if you need to use an exfoliating cream twice a week, what I advise is, obviously, it depends on your skin type, but it's always important that twice a day you clean your face. You have a routine. You have the cleanser, the toner. It depends, obviously, what type of cleanser, the toner. You have the moisturizer. You have the serum. They're all different things. So it's important
So
to do
cleanser, toner, moisturizer, serum
serum, and there's an
twice a day.
it depends on the skin,
Okay.
but I try as possible on myself. I because of my type of skin, because my skin's combination, so it depends on your skin. But it's important that you have a regular routine. I think having a regular routine is very important, because otherwise you will not see results. You will not see results if you don't.
You just change things in the last week, and then
No. I always believe that you're going to be committed. You have to be committed to your skin as you are committed to your partner a day before the wedding. So your skin will look flawless and to perfection.
amazing.
Yes.
Cool. All right. I think we've covered all the topic
Yes.
for today, Sandra. I am going
Yes.
to ask you the
Mhm.
very last question we have today,
Yes.
which is, what do you have planned for the future?
Oh, well, at the moment, I'm specializing I'm going to continue specializing in the skin. I really do enjoy, reading about the skin. So I don't think I'm a person who will never stop learning. I will keep progressing my career. I don't think stopping here. I think I will continue furthering my studying on beauty. I will continue doing my training. I will keep training. I will go abroad if I've done any master classes. I will keep pursuing. I will do. I think in life you should never stop where you stop. You have to continue going and going and going and going, and it is quite a process. So you have to
Yes.
keep working on yourself.
But it's the right attitude. You never can stop. You have to always keep
No.
growing and learning. So I love that.
Mm. Mm.
I also know that, I don't know if it was last year, but you were nominated as well in Malta Fashion Week, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes. I was 2017. Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes,
All
yes.
right. Okay. And is it an event that every year you go in and help, and like, are you looking forward for next year now?
Yes, definitely, 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 definitely. I, I mean, obviously, I graduated with a Bachelor's of Science in Psychology. So as I was doing makeup, I was studying psychology. So obviously, I couldn't commit as I wanted to before when I was doing my thesis. But now, obviously, since I'm fully committed, I would like to get back into it and do it as I was doing it before, because I believe you should never stop studying. You should always continue evolving yourself. Life is all about developing and growing.
Yes. Very good. Very good.
Yes.
Thank you very much,
Thank
Sandra.
you. Yes,
I
yes.
don't
Thank
know
you
if you
very
have
much.
any final words for all our viewers.
Mm.
All
No, I
right.
just want to say, if you have any questions, feel free to email me, message me. I'm more than happy to help out.
Amazing, amazing. There you have it, guys.
Okay.
I am going to wave you goodbye. Sandra, thank you very, very much for being on the show. I look forward
Yes,
to seeing
thank
you
you
next
very much
time.
for having me. Thank
See
you.
you. Bye bye.
Ciao, ciao.
Okay, guys, there you have it. We had Sandra De Gaetano, a makeup artist with a lot of experience. As you saw, she's been training in London and other locations, doing weddings mainly as her focus for makeup. She's done outside of Malta and even here. She's very sought after. I think she has a lot of information to give, just even the fact that she's gone and done certain degrees, and you're not just getting a makeup artist out of her, but there's a lot of different factors that she's going to be helping you with on the day. I will recommend again, if you guys want to contact her further, please do message her. There's also a link to her Get Hitched profile, so you're able to see a bit of her work. What we featured on her Get Hitched profile. Thank you again for watching all the show, and I look forward to seeing you guys next time. Bye bye.